a hill and around a corner and underneath something and go, what are you doing, Karen? I started off with a plan. Okay, I did have a plan. I've left this bit in the beginning and I know it's super on hyperspeed. It's like that for a reason because what I start with is nothing like the plan in my head. So I wanted to do these, I call them pie pieces. You know, the whole wedge. I wanted to do like wedges and I wanted them to sort of just fan out one side of my layout. And I cut all my pieces and of these beautiful papers and they were magic. They were exactly what I wanted in my head. It was completely working. I cut a stack of them and then I proceeded to sort of put them down in a fashion that it was sort of in my head. And then I thought, okay, so the photo I'm actually scrapbooking is a photo that was taken of me when I was laying down with a migraine and my dog was laying there with me. Sorry about that. Yawn. It's the afternoon. I've already done so much today. It's crazy. Now, see how I had all that there? In my mind, I'm like, yep, that's what I want to do. So then I pulled out my Finnabair Art Basics clear gesso because I'm using a cheaper piece of cardstock. I'm not using the foundations at this point. So I decided I need to put some of that down. Then I'm going to go to town and I'm going to spray my Distress Oxide sprays to get the mixed media background that I want. And this is where everything starts to take a different turn. I went to town. I was spraying these things all over the place. I needed to blend them together a little bit, but I wanted some to be more pink, some areas to be sort of more purple, more bright purple. So then I thought, okay, it's all right. Don't worry, you've got this. And I'm not kidding. Stick with me. This particular piece actually is the background all the way through the video. So continue to watch this bit. So this is how I created the background. And I'm using a bit of paper towel to create. It's not that I'm intentionally trying to lift heaps off it. I'm trying to put a bit of texture into the colors. Now, what I just sprayed there is my homemade gold mica spray, and this is the homemade gold mica. That's where I use my gum arabic, and I just wet it and it reactivates. It is fantastic. I absolutely love it. And yes, I sprayed my phone. I say this all the time. Whenever I pull that gold out, it goes everywhere on my desk. So anything on my desk, whether it's my phone, whether it doesn't matter what it is, it gets coated. Now, I was at this point and I'm like, you know what? I tried to be inspired by someone else's layout. I can't even remember who it was, but I thought, you know what? I want to do wedges. I want to do something like that. This is why I don't follow sketches and I don't use other people's stuff for inspiration because my brain just does not work that way. So I've created this beautiful layout. The background's perfect. And I'm thinking, okay, the wedges, okay, maybe they just need to be roughed up. And I'm still trying super hard to get this to work because I wanted to do the triangle thing. And you know what? I throw it all. I chuck the lot except for the background because, like I say, I cannot follow someone else's plan. I can't follow someone else's sketch. I can't do that. That's just not how my brain works. And for everyone that uses sketches, hail to you because that is all the thinking. All you've got to do is put colors and stuff together and like it's a great scrapbooking tool. And if you're somebody that loves to use them, go for it. It's amazing. I actually had all my videos for the week done. And this particular layout is actually going up on my birthday. And I was like, this is what I want to do. Look at it. It's not at all. Okay, ignore the top bit. I was just trying to get the bottom bit to work. It's not working. It's not working for me at all. And I very, very quickly, I know I do things that look really technical, but I don't have the patience for following other people's things. And this is where I just went, you know what? Stop wasting hours in the day. I was trying to get this layout done so that it would work and it would go. And I just went, nah, just ditch it. Ditch it and start again. So that's when I came back to my background and I decided, so the gold, I do have to tell you, so the gold that I've sprayed on there, that is the homemade gold mica spray, and that is made with rubbing alcohol. So as much as I wet and reactivate the oxides on here, that gold won't move because it's permanent. It does not come off. And the gum arabic, it does not come off either. You can re-wet that, it doesn't come off. Once it's dry and it's set, it's done. So for me, I absolutely love the stuff. And I sprayed it in such a way, it actually sort of squirted out rather than spraying out. And I really like how that looks, to be quite honest with you. And I was going to fix the tip, and then I went, no, actually, I really like that. So now I'm just going to go mixed media crazy, and what I'm creating, okay, in my head, and this is why I had to just ditch the fact that I was looking at somebody else's page. What I'm creating is a layout because the photo is of me when I had a migraine. Now, thank heavens, I don't get them very much anymore. I do take medication every day, so I don't get them. But this particular stencil reminds me of the brain. I don't know why, but a little bit disjointed, but nevertheless, it's kind of got the brain vibes to it. So I went through with some LUNAR paste and I used Crown Me, which is the purple, and it's the newest purple. And I went through and I used a makeup blending brush, makeup blending sponge, and I went through and put a coat through, and then I went through and I didn't completely cover that. So you've got some that's really thin and transparent, and then I came back over the top and added just a bit extra for some different texture. So that worked really well. Now I'm just going to use my blending brush and create the perfect purple to match the rest of the layout, because we all know I have issues like that. And if you're new to my channel, I have to have things matching. They have to match perfectly or don't bother. That's my thing. I can't just willy-nilly chuck things on there. So I created the photo mats, and now what I'm doing on this particular layout, I'm trying to create the feeling. So when you look at this layout, I want you to feel the crazy fireworks that go off in my brain when I have a migraine. I have told you guys many times that I have fibromyalgia and I have other autoimmune diseases, and unfortunately when I get a migraine, the fireworks just go. Believe it or not, I get migraines now in my mouth. I know, have you ever heard of such a weird thing? It would only happen to me, but it's so bizarre. It is the most weirdest feeling, and it's usually when I'm stressed. See this distress ink? This is the picket fence. I know I have to be doing something wrong with that ink. I have not been able to successfully use that particular ink anywhere on any layout ever. So I think I need, if you know of anyone that has done a video, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, can you tag me in it, please? Because I would love to see how other people use it, because I've tried it in so many different applications and I just can't get it to work. So if you know of anyone that has used or does use picket fence, please tell me. I would love to be able to utilize all of my inks. Now what you can see me using here are my darkroom door stamps. Now they're rubber stamps, and the darkroom door they're called mini marks, and what they are, it's slightly off camera. I wish it was more on camera, but you can see what I'm doing. They are little stamps and they just create marks on a page. So you can do it all tone on tone. You can do what I'm doing here and bring in a bit of VersaFine black. I'm second generation stamping these ones, but I'm just trying to create the chaos in the background. That's what I'm trying to do. And now I've decided stop adding, that is sufficient anymore, and you'll probably go too far. It's one of those, sometimes I do a layout and it's just, I want the layout to have a feeling rather than for it to be pretty. I know it's a bit much for a Tuesday. It's Tuesday today. It's probably a bit much for me, sort of, but it's like I said, and you've yibbida. Jeez, get my words out. For me, it's more along the lines of I need the person looking at this, I want them to look at it and go, whoa, that's busy. Oh, what's going on there? And then read the title and you'll know what's happening. And I got this paper, and check out what I do. It's so stupid. I can't believe I did it. Actually, I can believe I did it because I do it all the time. See, I just put tape through the center, but I gutted the white piece. So, duh. Now, I swear to God, some days in my head, it's just crazy. So I wanted to do a double photo mat on there, and I've basically done a full layout, and I've given it a black border and a white border, and I think it's now coming together. I've used, so there's black in my photo, there's black in my photo mat, there's black on top of the color. I've got a black border, so that's really repetitive. I've got the purples and the blue, the purples and the pinks, and all that is sort of all together. The gold pops because it's on top. I'm loving where this layout ended up. It is nowhere near what I thought it was going to be. If you guys want, I should be able to find it on my phone. I can actually have a look. Actually, I'm doing it as I'm talking to you. Oh, no, it's gone. Darn it. I don't usually get inspiration from other people's work. I usually find my inspiration from other places. But, like, for instance, a migraine, you know. And this one is for you. Can you see what I just did? Now, I don't usually use stamps that are like this. I have 4. I have 4 stamp sets like this, and you will probably see me use them this time and then probably not for another 12 months. I am useless at stamping on nice and straight to get nice straight lines. I can't do it. I'm hopeless. I bought a stamping platform, and I at this point was literally holding my breath to see if I got all of this straight. I was so excited. Like, I was literally so excited that I got that right. I was talking on the phone, by the way. That's why I held that up. Now, I was so pumped. Can you see the mistake? This layout literally went almost to the pack at this point, because I'm like, oh my God. And it wasn't until I literally got to this point and I'm like, it wasn't until I did that with it that I realized, hang on, something doesn't look right there. And that's when I checked it. And that's when I realized, actually, no, I think I even put it on there. That's when I realized it was spelt wrong. Here I am Googling how to spell migraine. And I'm like, no, I missed the E. So I'm literally going to tempt fate, and I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to see if I can do it again and get it straight. So it worked the first time, right? So surely it's going to work. Sorry about my head getting in the way, but when you're stamping like this, you've got to put your head over the top of it. There is no way around it. So I'm still holding my breath that I get this right. But this particular stamp set seems to go down. Look at that. Yay! Now I have to throw the incorrect one away so I don't accidentally put the wrong one on there. But I did do that. I got it done. I was very happy with that. I don't normally, if you're an OG and you've been here for a little while, you know that I don't stamp out titles very often. I usually, my Cricut's my go-to. That's probably my first go-to. I've been trying this week. I wanted to have a week of trying to use my thickers, my stickers, my stamps more this week. That's what I wanted to do. So that's what this week's sort of process has been, and I think I managed to pull it off. I was really happy with this stamp work. You know what? If you're a stamper, hats off to you, because I am not, like, I'll stamp to make marks and stuff like that, but I don't often do titles like this. So, but it worked, and I was really, really happy with it. I really like how this turned out, guys. Please let me know below. What do you think? And I picked up the spelling mistake before I glued it down. Are you proud of me? Like, whoop, whoop. I can't believe it. I did it. My kids are probably embarrassed now because I just did whoop, whoop on YouTube. But you know what? That's how I felt. I felt like I was on top of the world because I actually pulled it off. And I didn't put any sprinkly bits on it because I felt like the LUNAR paste was doing the job. And there was so much mixed media and the gold, I didn't think it needed it. So I just did a pen border with my Posca paint pen. And I will have everything listed below for you in case you want to source out a colour or something like that. And here's your close-up for you guys. Now, let me know what you would like to see. Let me know if you like how that looks. Is this something that you would like? What else can I say? That's about it. Wow, I'm out of words. 2 miracles in one day. 1, I pick up a spelling mistake. 2, I have picked up and started a layout and it completely flipped it on its head. And 3, I've run out of words. Unbelievable. Chat to you soon, guys. Bye for now.